Today's video is going to be about a step-by-step tutorial which is nice and simple. I break it down to bite-sized chunks if you like, and I will tell you about each of the settings within the Vinted site. I'm actually on the laptop rather than on my phone because it's just easier to demonstrate this. So I'm on the vinted.co.uk's website because I'm based in the UK. So first of all, you will be able to see a little picture. This is actually under the profile. So I'm just going to go, as I said, I'm going to go step by step and we will be covering everything today. So let's see if my computer is going to behave. So this is what you will see on the profile. I suggest you set up a picture. I do like to see people in this picture, but if you don't want to take a picture of yourself and put it on your Vinted site, then you can just have a little avatar. But I think anything is better than not having anything there. So this is my username. So when you set up your account, you can put down a username and it will tell you if it's available or not. And also a little bit about myself. And you can just edit your profile, but I think it's nice to write a few sentences. It doesn't have to be too elaborate, but I think there is a little bit of a human touch that makes, I think, using Vinted a little bit more personal, because obviously you will be able to see the face of the person you're gonna be communicating with and dealing with. Underneath, with the listings, I'm not going to be going into too much details, but you will be able to bump your items and have kind of a wardrobe showcase, but it's all, you will have to pay for this separate. I will try to cover this in a future video. If you like, let me know in the comment. And also you will be able to get some badges from Vinted. I do upload quite frequently and I ship very quickly, so I got these 2 badges, and under this you'll be able to see the items that you've got listed. So I've got 77 items at the moment. So this is very nice and simple, and if you want to edit it, just click on edit profile. So the next one, invite friends. I have not done this bit before, but to be honest, you can give it a go. There is, you got nothing to lose. You just have to copy and invite your link, then you will be able to earn a little bit of extra. So I think it's quite handy, just to share the love. The third one, the settings, is actually going to be, I would say, one of the most important parts. Obviously, you had your profile setting, profile details, which again comes up just like on the first page. As I talk you through, you can set your country, town, and you can show your city in your profile. If you want to do that, you toggle it, otherwise it won't show. And again, your language, and you can update your profile whenever you want. The second one's going to be the account setting. I'm going to be blurring some of this information out because obviously it will show the email address that you registered your account with and your telephone number as well, part of your number, and your full name, gender, birthday, and holiday mode, which again you can toggle. So you can change this on and off because, when you're on holiday, I always put it on because, to be honest, you don't want to worry about, or if you sold an item, you have to post it within, not as soon as you can really do it. Because if you don't post it within, I don't know, I think you've got 5 days to do it, then the buyer will get a refund. So just to be on the safe side, I always toggle it, and when I come back from holiday, obviously I will undo it. And you can also connect your Facebook and Google account. You can link it, change your password, and even delete your account, but you click on save and it saves it nicely. And the next one is going to be the postage. I did cover some of this in my previous video, so if you're interested in postage, then make sure you go and check it out. It's going to be linked after this one. Again, you put down your address, which you can edit. I blurred it out, as you can see. And shipping as a seller, so you can ship from your address. But to be honest, I don't use this one, and I think Vinted kind of auto-populated it with an event, so you only have the option of an event. Again, I don't do this one. I always do the from drop off point. You click on it, and as you can see, I'm an impulse girl, so I only have this one toggled. But you can choose between DHL Express, DPD pickup, every home delivery, every parcel shop, impulse home delivery, relay home delivery, relay shop pickup, Royal Mail, Yodel by impulse home delivery, Yodel by impulse store pickup, and again you just have to toggle it. So if you want to set it, then you can just toggle it, and it actually will prompt you and will ask you why did you disable, because obviously if you disable many of your postage options, then that kind of narrows down the amount of exposure that you would get on Vinted. So I'm just gonna submit feedback, and then yes, so this is all about postage. Next one is gonna be payment. Again, you can add a card, withdrawal options. You can, in my case, I have my bank account set up, and you can change your bank account. And the HMRC reporting center, I think it's quite a new one. I think it started last year. If you're based in the UK, if you're selling on Vinted, but if you're selling your own stuff, I believe that you can earn up to £1,000 a year, and you don't have to pay tax. But obviously, go and check it out. But if you're a reseller, then the rules would be different for you. So it's important. So if you've got business, then you will have to pay tax. But again, just go and check it out. Go onto the HMRC website. But I knew there was a little bit of a confusion when they introduced this, because a lot of people on eBay and Vinted were worried that they would have to kind of straight away start paying tax on their earnings. But I believe that if you're just selling your used stuff, then I believe, as I'm recording it, as far as I know, it's £1,000 a year without having to pay tax. But check it out. So this is what the HMRC reporting center will show, because I know that I got an email, I think it was from Vinted, and I kind of had to submit a few things, but it was quite straightforward. So please do not be intimidated by this. If you're just selling stuff like myself, which is like outgrown stuff and things just hanging around the house, rather than I don't buy stuff and resell. So I'm not a reseller person, but I still wanted to cover this one. And this is on the payment. Next one is going to be bundle discount. Again, I enable bundle discount because I think it's always good to toggle this and enable it, because it will encourage buyers to buy more items from you. And again, you can set it up 2, 3, 5 items, and you can set from 5% to I think 50%. So it just depending on what you want to set yours for. But definitely I would enable these. The next one is notification, which again is quite handy, very self-explanatory. I enable all of them because I get email notification from Vinted and new messages, because when it comes to our correspondence, I like to do it as soon as I get a question, just answer straight away, because I think it's a very kind of good customer service and a very good habit to get into. And again, I also have notification of favorited items, because when something that I've been keeping an eye on gets reduced, I actually get notifications. So again, I have everything on, but you don't have to. You just have to kind of untoggle it. Next one is going to be a privacy setting. Again, I've got everything ticked here. And again, depending on if you want to be notified or if you want, it's a personal preference really, because you can, again, if you don't want it, you can just untoggle it like that. So simple. And the last one is going to be security, which is again very self-explanatory. You just have to click on it and follow the steps. So these are the basic settings of Vinted. Again, the little heart means favorited items. The little bell is notification, and this is obviously messages between myself and the buyers and the sellers. So yeah, it's very straightforward. It can be a little bit intimidating to begin with, because there's so much to kind of get our heads around. But I tell you, if I can do this, anybody can. So hopefully this video was useful for you. Try to break it down very nicely and simply. If you've got any questions, just drop it in the comment, and check out the video when I showed you how to list an item on Vinted, because it's so straightforward. If you like Vinted stuff, if you like to have a little bit of extra money on the side, you like saving money and you like side hustles, then please make sure you click like and subscribe. I can't wait to see you all in the next one. Have a good one, everybody. Take care. Goodbye for now.
Okay, let's go.